Right, ready to roll when you are, mate. So, oh yeah, good idea. Check your audio. Check. Yeah, check your hair. All right, yeah, hair looks good. Okay, so what are you doing, mate? What's the plan? You gonna hold something? Are you gonna hold that? Yeah, that's a good idea. That looks good. Yeah, you're not gonna hold that. Okay, where are you going, dude? We're shooting. Oh right, okay. Yeah, I'm with you. All right, yeah, you're gonna hold that. Yeah, that looks better. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, check your hair. Good. Check. All right. Just hold that up for me. Hey, you knocked it. Yeah, I know. Don't worry. That's all right. Check your hair for me again. Yeah, good. Okay, ready to roll.
Russell.
Battery died. Sorry, mate.
Today we're comparing the top 3 brands on the market. So first up, we've got Aussie Mushrooms kit. These are $33 including shipping, or 2 for $55, so we got 2. I'm coming close, if you can see the weight. I can't even see it. Can you see the weight? So this one is 2.3 kilos. This one is 2 kilos. And this one is 1 kilo.
Aha! Greetings, class, and welcome to counting school.
This one was 35 plus shipping. I think it worked out to be $45. This one was 30. You read the post note to me. This one's $33.95 plus shipping. It worked out about $45. Let's get to unboxing. We'll start with the little one. I think this is one of the situations where little isn't better. So here's this little kit. We'll unbox this other one. There we go. So here is the 3 side by side and sideways. You can see the size difference. How the f do you open this thing? It just tore. We probably should show the unboxing. We've got this little tiny baby. It's not quite fully grown. Oh look, everyone's hair spray bottle. The people get a baby spray bottle. Just for a comparison, this is what you get inside your boxes. Now let's check weigh them. So 815 grams. 1.6 kilos. 2.2 kilos. Just to reiterate, this little kit was $35 plus shipping. It worked out to be $45.90. This one was $33.95 plus postage. It worked out to be $46.90. And this Aussie Mushrooms one is $33 with free shipping. We're going to set these up in our fruity container between 85 and 90% humidity, and we'll check back when they start fruiting. All right, so we just cut out a hole in each one. These ones had a perforation just to follow. This one had a perforation to follow. This one didn't, so we just had to cut a hole in the box. Both of these two came with a little tiny mister bottle. These ones didn't.
Consists of up to 80% tiny misting bottles.
Let's get them in the fruity container. And I'm too tall for this shit. So all the instructions say cut across in the bag. So we've got some isopropyl to clean our knife between our cuts, just to make sure there's no cross-contamination or spreading problems from brand to brand. Quick spray, air it out. So most say cut a 2-inch by 2-inch cut. Again, air it out. Just got to make sure the isopropyl's dry before I cut it, because then that'll hurt the fungus if it's still too wet.
I gotta have more cowbell, baby.
And now for the baby kit, or the little kit. This one looks a little bit size challenged. The littlest is the most expensive, but will it be the best? So as you can see up above, we've got some nice happy mushrooms fruiting. We'll cut this last bag. And that's it. We'll check back in a few days when they're fruiting, if they're fruiting.
Several days later.
A little update on our mushroom kits. Got some signs of life just down there, little pins starting. And these ones on the bottom there. Nothing yet of these, but we'll check back in a few days.
3 days later.
These ones are on that side, they're fruiting like mad. This one's here. There's no life yet, but hopefully soon. We'll check back in a few days.
Much later.
All right, just a little update on how our comparing kits are going. This one has launched ahead. Nothing yet from this one. This one's starting to pin. It was supposed to be white, but we'll see what it ends up as. This one here. All right, we'll check back in a day or so.
The next day.
And here we go. Everyone's favorite day, harvest day. Well, for one of them. The rest are still catching up. This one's ready to roll, so we'll cut this one off and weigh it and see what we got. And then we'll check back in another day or so as we keep cutting off more. We've got our reusable bucket of many uses. Let's see how zero with it. What we normally do when we harvest, we just grab the whole cluster and tear it off. And there we go. So that one, we got 669 grams. So over 650 gram first flush, that's a really good yield from our 2.3 kilo kit, I think it was when we weighed it the other day. So make sure whenever you harvest your mushrooms, pick off all the little bits of mushroom, because anything left behind will probably go green and yucky and bring in problems. So make sure you clean off all the bits of mushrooms as best you can. You can tear off a little bit of substrate with it. Cool. Try and make sure it's as covered as possible, and that will flush again.
Tomorrow.
Our second kit is now ready for harvest, so the edges are still pointing down a little bit, but they're well and truly ready to pick. They're about the size of my face. So the best way to harvest your mushrooms, grab the whole clump, twist and tear it off and pull it. If you get a bit of substrate to come away with you, that's good. And try not to drop it. And try not to drop it. 0 our scales, and then we'll put our humongous mushrooms in the tub. So we got 700, that's a pretty big yield. We got 727 grams out of that, less the tiny bit of substrate on there. It's about 700 gram flush. That's an awesome flush. So one of the biggest thing with fruiting kits is the amount of substrate you got. The more you got, the more mushrooms you're gonna get. This one was about 800 grams when we started. They're a lot smaller, but we'll give it another couple of days and we'll see how big they get. Our third kit, if you're going a bit closer, we've got some little tiny pins starting, so we've got some life coming from there, so we'll see how they go this next week. We got mushrooms the size of our head from the first flush. That's a good yield. I know what's for dinner tonight. If you leave any bits behind, this will encourage other molds to jump on and try and grow, so I'll just try and get off all these little bits. So we have to take it off because these bits of mushroom will then die on the substrate, and then other like green molds and things will land on it and then try and grow on the mushroom. So, because once it's died, it can't compete. All right, we've harvested that flush. We'll leave it as it is, and it should go again in a few weeks. That's a wrap, Gabe.
The following Thursday.
All right, today we're gonna harvest our other kit. Always twist and pull. A nice little cluster. We'll 0 scales of the bucket. And we've got, so we've got 200 grams from that flush. We'll pick off all the bits of mushrooms on the kit and hopefully it'll fruit again. Here's our other brand kit. We've got some mushrooms forming, so we'll keep checking on it. In a few days, we'll harvest this one. All right, so we've got 200 grams from our 800 gram kit. We'll check back in a few days when our other kit's fruited. See you then. Press not record.
Later.
Our kit comparison video, we've got a second flush making its way out. This one here is still on its first flush. This one here, some mushrooms coming out. This one, nothing yet.
Approximately 10 hours later.
All right, and we're gonna harvest our lucky last kit. This one's taken about 4 or 5 weeks to harvest, so let's see what we got. Of all the numbers, we got 69 grams with some substrate on it. A total of 69 grams. This Aussie mushroom kit over here, it's already on its second flush. You don't always get what you pay for. Oh man, that sucks.
4 to 6 days later.
Here's our second flush of our Aussie mushrooms kit. Let's harvest it and see what we got. $277 grams. First flush was 650 on, now another 277. That's almost a kilo out of 2 flushes. We'll harvest the other one. That was another 184. I think that box giving us about 900 grams. That's pretty good.
3 weeks later.
Alright, so we've got our third flush from this one coming out. This is a second flush, and the second flush is coming through on this one. Let's check the weights. So I've got another 93 grams on this one, so that takes this kit to over a kilo. And now I've got another 100 grams, 109 grams, that takes this kit to 300 grams total after 2 flushes. It's been about 8 or 9 weeks. We'll give this one another couple of days before we get the second flush. This one's starting to go green after the second flush. This one here, it's had 3 flushes so far, still looking good, no green colour. So it now weighs literally nothing, so we'll probably give it a soak in water now. This one being green, we're now going to bin it because it's going to start infecting everything else if we leave it.
1 eternity later.
So this is our second flush. So another 35 grams we got from that one, which brings our total to about 100 grams. Oh God. Well, we're back, and what did we learn? Was it good value for money? Let's work it out. We've got them ordered cheapest at the top to the most expensive. We'll start with the cheap one. So this one was 2.2 kilos the bag on its own for $33 with free shipping. Our first flush, we had 2 kits, so one was 727 grams, the other one was 650. Second flush, 184 grams, 277. The third flush, one of them fruited, was 93 grams. The other one hadn't fruited yet by the time we finished, so we just binned it. When you work it all out, one of them was just over a kilo, so that worked out to be $32.35 per kilo roughly. And then the other one was 911 grams, which works out to about $36.22 per kilo. Next, this one was an 800 gram fruiting bag. It was $45.90, including shipping. The first flush, we got 209 grams. The second flush, we got 109 grams. Bringing our total to 318 grams. So it was about $144 per kilo for those mushrooms. It doesn't seem like a very good investment. And then we go to the most expensive kit. This one has some coffee in it. It was 1.6 kilos, $46.90 including shipping. First flush, we got 69 grams. The second flush, we got 35 grams. We rounded it up, so 110 roughly grams works out to $426-ish a kilo. So, was it value for money? Aussie mushrooms were. The middle one, little kit. But the other one for $426 a kilo, I think you're better off going buying Chinese mushrooms from Safeway. Was it a good investment? I'll let you decide. Yeah. Thanks for watching. If there's anything else you want to learn, drop us a comment down below. Don't forget to smash that bell, subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you later. And don't forget to smash that bell over there. Or is it over there? Is it there? There? Where's that bell?